Kia ora, this is Soulgate channel from New Zealand and my name is Susanna. Today we will practice one of the primary series of yoga, Sun Salute B. I have included some pranayamas into our practice also because breath is a fundamental part of yogic practice. We will move through 3 repetitions today just to give our body time to open, to create more space, to warm up, to energize. And before we get into it, maybe set yourself up for your practice. Make sure you've got your mat, you've got your favorite music playing. Maybe you would like to use some aromas, maybe light a candle, use any essential oils to increase your vibrational level. And then let's meet at the top of our mat in standing position.
Tadasana, mountain pose, both feet parallel to each other, maybe rock forwards and backwards a few times to balance evenly on both feet. Then come to a stillness, palms facing forward, maybe close your eyes and take a moment to notice how you're feeling at this very moment. We'll open our practice with Shingara Kriya. Bring your left hand onto your heart and the right hand over your head in Jnana Mudra, your index finger and thumbs touching. Take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, imagine that you're holding a pen with your right hand and very softly, gently start drawing a figure 8 with your hand. When you come in line with your heart center, take a deep inhale here, bring your arm up and over your head and begin again. Connecting breath and the movement. Keep your spine nice and tall. Draw the shoulder blades close together. Shingara Kriya encourages the openness of the shoulders and the chest. Because it is a meditative Kriya, it brings calm to the nervous system. It balances yin and yang energies within the body. As well as awakens our devotion and gratitude. Gratitude to the infinite potential that lies within each and every one of us. Maybe take these few breaths as a sealing of your intention of understanding that you are an infinite being. Taking 2 more rounds here. Taking fullest, deepest breaths you've taken all day. When you come to the end of second round, bring your right hand on top of your belly and pause here for a moment, holding yourself, feeling the sensation of your hands on your chest and belly, the warmth, pulsation, or subtle tingling. Breathe in and out of your hands, in and out of your heart. And when you're ready, release your hands down beside your body, palms facing forward. Ground through your feet, come back to your Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing tall and proud. Start bringing your hands up and over your head, palms facing, upward salute. Elongate the spine, ground into your feet as you start moving into your first back bend of today's practice. Your spine may not be fully warmed up yet, so go gentle. Go only as far as your body allows you to go at this stage. Breathe. Come back to center. Bring hands together. And as you exhale, fold forward all the way. Release the hands down to the mat. Bend into your knees. Then inhale, half lift here, keeping the spine nice and tall. Head and neck neutral position. Gaze down towards your hands, softly touching your mat. Exhale. Release your hands down onto the mat. Step the feet back into a high plank pose. Lower the hips down. Press into your hands. Press the floor away from you. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower down, shoulders, elbows in one line. Inhale into upward facing dog. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Lifting your thighs, your hips off the mat. Gaze is lifted. Breathe. With your next exhalation, roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Pressing into your hands, sucking your belly in, lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling, drawing the heels down towards the ground. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you, point the toes. Exhale, start bending into the knee, start drawing it under the body. Pause here for a moment, core strength. Step it down between the hands, lower the left heel down onto the ground, foot at 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Find strength in your stance. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, lower down into the front knee. Press into the outside edge of that back left foot. Then inhale, release both hands down onto the mat, frame the foot. Step back into high plank here. Realign your plank. And exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog. Press into your hands, lift the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to fine-tune your form, then ground into the right foot as you lift the left leg behind you, engagement through the toes. Then inhale here, start finding bend in that left leg as you drive it underneath the body, pause for breath, then with control step it between your hands, lower the back heel down, foot at 45-degree angle. Lower into that front left knee, then inhale, lift the torso, arms up towards the ceiling. Back to warrior one pose, finding engagement in your torso, bending more into that front knee, staying for one full deep breath. Exhale, lower both hands down, frame the foot, step the foot back behind you. Move through your plank pose into chaturanga, into your upward facing dog, knowing that you always have an option to come onto your knees if you need to. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fine-tuning the alignment of the body, maybe opening the feet further apart. Take one full deep breath here. Feel free to exhale out through the mouth. Then lift the heels, look at the front of your mat and start walking your feet in between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms up and over your head, palms to touch, bring them to heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum, feel your heart beating. Samastiti here. Step the left foot out to the side. We'll come into warrior breath 2. Wide stance, toes stand out, knees bent. Inhale, gather the energy from the ground. Bring elbows to the side of the body, fisted hands pointing down. Another sip of air at the top. Open the hands, lengthen through the legs. Exhale, 2 parts through the mouth. Inhale again, strength through the body. Another sip of air. Exhale in 2 parts out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Bring the energy to the navel. Inhale again, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale. Another sip of air. Exhale. Cross the arms as you exhale. Inhale here. Firm stance. Another sip of air. Look up. Cross the arms. Exhale out. Inhale. Another sip. 2-part exhale out through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Hold. Sip. Release. Come to receptivity pose. Normal, steady breath. And notice the expansiveness of the energy within you, activation of your earth and fire elements. Come back to the front of the mat if you're not there yet. We flow again, round 2. Inhale, arms up and over your head. Your body is feeling nice and warm this time. Upward salute, move into your back bend. Reaching your arms behind you, tilting your head, pushing the hips forward towards the front of the room, grounding through the legs, lifting the heart up. And then return back up to center. Release your hands down. Fold forward into full forward fold. Inhale into half lift. Fold forward. One more like this. Inhale into half lift. Straight spine. Exhale, step into your plank pose. Maybe feet together, maybe feet slightly apart. Chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. With control, scoop up into your upward facing dog, pressing into the tops of the feet, lifting the gaze. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale. Then ground through the left foot as you lift the right leg up behind you. Bend, step the right foot between the hands. Bring the left heel down. Inhale into your warrior 1. Your whole posture is strong, the body is engaged. The arms are reaching up to the sky, the back leg is strong and straight, the front knee is bent. 2 hips are in one line. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame the foot, step back into high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Ground through the right foot, lift the left leg up behind you, higher than the time before. Start bending into the left leg, and with control, drive that foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. And we hold this pose for a few breaths, so you have time to acquaint yourself with your form, make adjustments where they need to happen, bend more into the front knee, keep the back leg straight, reach your arms up higher towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, bring hands down, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga into upward facing dog. And we meet in downward facing dog. Look at your hands, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale into half lift, exhale full forward fold. Inhale into standing, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastitihi. Taking one full deep breath here. Preparing for our warrior breath too. Coming into wide stance, toes turned out. Start finding bend in the knees as you take deep inhale in through the nose. Pause. Take another sip at the top. Strong audible exhale out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. Another sip in through the nose. Strong exhale out through the mouth. And again. Strong inhale. Another sip. Strong exhale out. Breathe like you mean it. Take more air into your lungs. Complete exhale out. And again. Breathe with me. Strong exhale out. 2 more like this. And make the last breath the strongest, the fullest. Full inhale, full exhale out, release. Come to receptivity pose. Come to a normal steady breath and notice the sensations happening inside your body. Maybe it's a slight lightheadedness, which is absolutely normal. You have just blasted your whole body with fresh oxygenated air. We'll come back to standing at top of our mats and we'll move through third round of our Sun Salute B. Our body is beautifully warmed up, ready for the third round. Inhale, upward salute. Reach your arms up before you start moving into your back bend. Maybe the fullest, deepest expression of the whole practice. Reach, reach, reach. Where the gaze goes, the body may follow. Come back to center. And then exhale, come to full forward fold, which is a nice counter pose to the back bend. Inhale into half lift and then step into your high plank. 1 line of energy from your heels to the crown of the head. Lower down chaturanga. Move into your upward facing dog. Driving the scapulas down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Creating triangular roof-like shape with your body. And then ground through the left foot as you lift the right leg high behind you. High, high, high. Pressing into your hands, bend into the right leg and very slowly with control, step that right foot quietly between your hands. Lower the back heel down and we'll find warrior 1 here. Lifting the arms in line with the torso, bending into the front leg. Finding your expression of the warrior. Warrior that's fierce, strong, unbreakable. With your exhalation, float your hands down to the mat. Step back to your high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Remember that you can always move onto your knees to support your lower back. Exhale, back to down dog. Find realignment. Find your roof-like shape. And then lift the left leg up behind you. High, high, high. At the same time, please remember to keep that left hip down in line with the right hip. We are not hiking the left hip. Inhale here, bend into the left leg, bring it under the body, then with control, softly and quietly land that left foot between the hands. Bring the back heel down onto the mat, rise up to warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Find your fierceness, find your strength. Maybe look down at your top knee. Make sure it's in line with your big toe. Then exhale, bring hands down and step back to your high plank. Take a moment to realign your form. Lower down, flow through your vinyasa, upward facing dog. Remember that you can always come onto your knees. Press into your hands. Slowly move into your down dog. Transitions are as important as our poses. Inhale, look at your hands. Engage your core. Step between your hands or jump if you wish. Move through your forward fold. Rise up to standing with your inhalation. Arms come up and over your head. Hands to heart center. Feel your heart beating as you press your thumbs into your sternum. Prepare for warrior breath 2 with white stance. Toes pointing out to the corners of the mat. Inhale in through the nose, pause, another sip in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Cross your arms with your exhalation. Flow with me or find your own rhythm. Inhale, 2-part inhale through the nose. Exhale out through your mouth, 2-part. And again. Practice smooth movements. Focus on bringing the energy up from the earth to the sky. 2 more like this. One more. And then release. Exhale it all out. Strengthen, lengthen your legs. Come back to receptivity pose. And enjoy the sensation in your body. Notice the rise of the energy. Notice the space you've created inside your chest and belly. And come to the front of the mat if you're not there yet. Bring hands to your heart center and press your hands into your heart. Feel it beating. You're welcome to close your eyes here. Reconnect with your breath and maybe the intention you have set at the start of your practice. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, full forward fold. From here we'll make our way onto our mat, come into seated position, extend your legs in front of you, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Keep the spine nice and tall, ground through the sit bones as you reach your arms up and over your head and you fold your upper body over your extended legs. Maybe reach for the outsides of your feet. Drive your upper body, your forehead towards your knees. Bend them as much as you need to. With the next inhalation, come out of the pose the way you went in, reaching arms up and overhead, and then bringing them down into heart center. Start making your way onto the back body. Relax your arms beside your hips and walk the heels closer in towards your hands, maybe your fingertips gently rubbing on your heels. We'll move into a bridge pose, so press into your hands and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the knees in line with each other. Your toes also pointing the direction of your knees towards the front of the mat. Your glutes are engaged. You're lifting up higher. Then come onto your tippy toes as you start lowering your spine, imprinting it back onto the mat. Then lift the knees in towards the chest. Maybe interlace your hands under your knees and hug the knees in. It may also feel good to rock from side to side. Maybe massage the muscles along the spine, your lower back. From here, we'll move into a supine twist, moving the hips over towards the right-hand side, and then lower the knees down towards the left side of the mat. If you want to, you can lift that left foot and place it on top of the right knee to increase the twist in the spine. Your head and neck can stay in neutral position, gaze up to the ceiling. Or if it feels good for your neck, you can turn your head over to the right side of the body, so to the opposite side of your knees. Inhale here, engage your core and bring the knees back up to center. Then shuffle the hips over to the left side of the room and roll the knees down to right side of the mat. And if you took the option of placing the foot on top of the knee, I recommend that you do that on this side also. And the benefit of moving into a supine twist at the end of the practice is that it brings balance to the nervous system, equilibrium to the whole body. It's a really nice way to finish the practice with. Take one full deep breath here. And with your exhalation, release the foot from the knee, bring the knees back up to center, realign the spine before you extend your legs in front of you into Savasana, into our corpse pose. Maybe take a moment to bring the shoulder blades closer together behind the back to open up the front area of the body, opening the space for the lungs, for the heart. And let your feet to fall out wide to the sides. Take a moment to scan your body from the toes to the crown of your head, ensuring that each part of your body is fully relaxed, is fully softened down towards the mat. You're not using any muscle tension to hold yourself in certain shape. Allow your breath to be soft and calm. Take these few precious moments to remain in complete stillness, where nothing stirs, nothing moves. In your physical, mental, and emotional state of being. And I will let you experience this moment of integration and expansion. And please know and trust that when it's time to move, I will guide you out of your Shavasana. Let your next breath to be a full deep breath in. Fill up your lungs, your belly. Exhale it out, and then find movement in your fingers, in your toes. And bring your arms up and over your head and give yourself a nice stretch. Like you've just woken up after a long, restful night. Then maybe bend into the knees and roll the knees from side to side, giving your glutes a little massage. Then roll over to one side of the body into a fetal position. Pause here for a moment. Press into your top hand, extend that top leg out and bring yourself up to seated. We come into Vajrasana, hero pose, sitting on our heels, and we seal our practice with Shingara, with a Kriya we have opened today's practice with. Left hand on your heart, right hand up and over your head in Jnana Mudra. Imagine that you are holding a feather and you are painting a figure 8 with your hand floating down in line with your heart as you exhale. With each inhalation, the hand lifts up and you flow through the same motion again. Coming back to your intention, coming back to that realization that your potential is infinite. And you can do anything you put your mind and heart to. And wherever you are, take one more round here. And then at the end of that last round, bring your left hand on top of your right hand, on top of your heart, and maybe feel that sensation of warmth and love coming through your hands. And with that, bring your hands to your forehead, to your third eye point. Bow down in honor and gratitude of today's practice. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you for staying tuned, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you do have any questions or you'd like to make any comments, or if there's anything you'd like to share with me, please make sure you do so below, or you're very welcome to message me through Facebook or Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you do that. And if you enjoyed the Sun Salute sequence, I also recommend that you check out the classical Surya Namaskar flow and also the Sun Salute A flow that are already in my videos. And until next time, Namaste.